I got a question here. Did you know that 90% of the dreams you have about other people is really not about them? In actuality, it's really about you. And this topic is so deep and so important to discuss because majority of the times when we have dreams about other people, we immediately associate that dream about them, especially if it's negative. Some of your dreams are straight weird. Why did I dream about my baby daddy or baby mama? Being intimate with them, which I don't even think about them. I don't have a desire to be back in that relationship. In fact, I'm in a new relationship now. I'm married to somebody else different, and I don't even think about that person. So why did I have a dream about my ex being intimate with them? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's actually about you. And you might ask the question, why? Why do I dream about myself, but it's shown in another person? One of the reasons is because if you understand by separatism is an illusion, you get a better understanding. You look at yourself and you identify yourself and you give yourself an identity separate from everybody else. That is an illusion. That is the ego. There's no such thing as separatism. We see ourselves as this individual person, but that's an illusion. Everybody, we all are one. That's why you shouldn't judge too. You shouldn't judge, because when you judge somebody else, you're judging yourself. When you see a negative aspect in somebody else, you're judging the aspect of yourself, because 9 times out of 10, that negative aspect that you see in somebody else, if you be honest with yourself and be true to yourself and do some self analysis, you'll see that aspect that you see in the other person is in you as well. It might not be as extreme. Another reason is the fact that it's easy for us to criticize other people, but it's difficult for us to receive criticism. So the subconscious plays out a dream. Knowing this, the subconscious plays out a dream showing the negative aspect of yourself in somebody else, because subconsciously you will accept seeing a negative attribute in somebody else other than yourself. Now, from personal experience, the more you start doing shadow work, the more you start being honest with yourself, the more you start loving yourself, the more you start accepting the bad part of yourself, the negative aspects of yourself, the dark part of yourself, and you start accepting that and start loving that part too, the more you start seeing other people as a reflection of you, the more you stop judging other people, the more you start seeing everyone in creation, even the trees, all as being one, then you start seeing a shift in your dreams, where now your subconscious is not playing out the dream in another person. Your dream is not showing negative aspects of you through somebody else or in somebody else. It would directly show you, because you can accept negative attributes of yourself. You can actually see yourself. You can actually accept seeing yourself doing something negative. If you was a person that can criticize other people but can't take criticism, constructive criticism, then your dream is going to continue to play out like the negative aspect of yourself. You're going to start seeing other characters, other people in your relationship. But when you start changing and start accepting criticism, then you'll see a reflection in your dreams, where now your dream is playing out negative characteristics of yourself directly in you. The dream will start playing out. You start seeing yourself in your dreams doing negative things. Because why? Because you can accept seeing yourself, because you can accept criticism. Now let's go back let's go back to your dreams are about you, but it shows you other characters, family members, friends, and everything like that. And it seems weird. And you gotta sit back and meditate on the dream. Say, okay, what is this really talking about? Because if I take it literally, it don't make sense. For example, if I have a dream about being intimate and having some type of sexual intercourse with one of my siblings. What the fuck? Hell nah. What is that all about? That just don't make sense. Especially if you're not that type of person, if you're not off like that. Majority of us is not off like that, okay? Not trying to have incest, all right? So why did I have a dream like that? Because your sibling, your brother, your sister is only an aspect of yourself. It's teaching you to be intimate with yourself. Be intimate with the masculine part of yourself. Be intimate with the feminine part of yourself. We have to have a higher consciousness and a higher understanding of what procreation is and sexuality. Procreation is one thing, sexuality is another thing. In the higher dimensions, there's no such thing as basically male and female. There's no such thing as genitals. There's no such thing as sexual intercourse as with the genitals. The sex in the higher dimension really is the mingling, the merging of energies, the mingling of natures, the mingling of characteristics, attributes, and aspects. If you're female and you see yourself having sex with a male, whether you're with your ex or with somebody in your dreams, a male figure that you don't know, it can be you having sex with a family member, a male family member. You might think that shit is crazy, man. What the fuck? That's the devil. That's what religious people say. Man, the devil's in your dreams. The devil is showing you. The devil is playing tricks on you. You know what I'm saying? Rebuke the devil. In the name of Jesus Christ, rebuke the devil. No, the devil's not showing you that dream. God is showing you that dream. Your spirit's showing you that dream. You just don't know what it means. It's telling you the attribute in your brother, the attribute in your sister, the attribute in your friend, the attributes in the character and the aspects in your ex is also in you. The other energy part, the masculine or the feminine part in you, love more. Bring up that energy. You're off balance. Merge with that energy. Combine with that energy. You know, intercourse. That's what it's called, sexual intercourse. Intercourse. Combine. Mingled. So let's use an example. All right. So let's say you're a male, right? And you're in a relationship with a female. And you're not using your masculine attributes. You're not using the masculine energy side as much. It's not balanced. You're using more of your feminine side. So you're letting your woman control you, dictate you. You're not showing leadership roles. You're not being an alpha male. You're not, you know what I'm saying, providing. You're not being a protector. You're not doing all those things that your woman's looking for. And in fact, you're allowing your woman to run over you. In fact, your woman is showing more masculine energy than you. So now the spirit's telling you, like, yo, you need to balance. You're too much on the feminine side. You need to have balance in this relationship. You are the masculine energy here in this relationship. So you need to express more of that. Man, you got to take control of the relationship. You got to be a leader in this relationship. So in a dream, it can show you, say, your brother. And you know a characteristic in your brother that he's very strong. He's a leader. He's a protector. You know what I'm saying? You see him in his marriage or in his relationship that he's showing that masculine energy. He's showing that alpha male. And you see those characteristics in him. So they will show you him in your dream. And they might show you in a way where, shit, you're mingling with him in the so-called having sex with him. And it might seem weird, but they're trying to tell you that, yo, take on that attributes. Mingle, merge with that same attribute that you see in your brother. You have in you. We want you to combine with that energy, that leadership role. It don't always have to be in a sexual form. It can be like showing your brother being in a relationship with your wife. So now you think like, wait, is God showing me a secret that my wife is having a secret affair with my brother? And you start looking at them with a side eye. Not necessarily. It can be. I'm not saying it can't be, but A lot of times, it's basically just showing you an attribute of your brother that you need to take on. You need to take on those attributes, those leadership roles, those characteristics that you see in your brother. You need to express that to your wife. If you see that you have a dream about your daughter and your daughter's crying and your daughter's feeling lonely and doesn't receive love from the parent, and then you look at yourself like, damn, that's how I'm treating my daughter? I treat my daughter with so much love. It's not really about your parenthood. It's not really even about your daughter. It's actually about the daughter that's within you, the child feminine part in you that you're neglecting, that you need to love more, the child part of you that needs to be a child more, that need to have fun more. You're being too serious. And that's what the Spirit is trying to tell you. Hey, look it, you're being too serious. Tap into the child part, because right now, lately, you've been neglecting that part. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself to the movies. Go watch a comedy show. Go to an amusement park. Go play bowling. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring out that child aspect of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That goofy part of you that you've been neglecting. You know you goofy, right? But you've been suppressing that part. Be goofy again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to go start having some fun a little more. Go out a little bit, because you're taking life too serious. You're stressing. You're worrying too much. And when you do that, you neglect it and you strangle the child part that's within you. So they play it out in the form of your daughter, the form of your son. You know what I'm saying? So this is so deep. And for religious people, when you don't understand that, you go to your pastor, and your pastor don't even understand it, so they give you a false interpretation and tell you that, oh, especially if it's negative, stay away from that person. If they talk about, if you have a dream about a negative dream about a friend, they'll tell you stay away from that person. Then you lose relationships based off something that's false, a false interpretation of your dream. That's why discernment is very important. You have to really get in tune with yourself. That's why meditation is so important, because when you meditate, you're listening for God's voice. That's the difference from meditation and prayer. Praying, you're talking to God or talking to your higher self. Meditation, you're shutting up and trying to listen to the voice just trying to tell you. So when you have a dream, you need to shut up, go into meditation. You don't have to always go to somebody else. Go within yourself and say, hey, listen, what is this dream trying to tell me? There's certain people that you're judging in your family, and you're having dreams about them in your family, and you're seeing those same attributes that you're judging them on, and you wake up like, oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was right about them. But you're wrong interpreting. The Spirit didn't give you the dream to continue to judge them, to say that you're right. The Spirit is giving you that dream to let you know that, hey, to correct yourself about judging them. Like, why are you judging them when those same attributes is in you? You talking all that shit about, man, you can't trust Devontae. That nigga be lying his ass off, boy. That nigga he be lying for no reason. Then you have a dream about Devontae lying, and how the context play out. It can be played out like this. You go in the bathroom, you look in the mirror, but you don't see yourself. The reflection in the mirror is Devontae, and Devontae is lying, and you like, boy, stop lying. You know you lying. It's telling you need to look at yourself. Look in the mirror at yourself. And when you really look at the mirror in yourself and be true to yourself, you will see Devontae in you. You will see that Devontae is a reflection of you. You will see that Devontae negative attributes is a reflection of you. It might not be that extreme, but hey, if you rewind the tape, yesterday, maybe a week, a month ago, you lied too. You lied several times. So let's stop the judging. Dreams is a reflection of you. Perfect example. I had a female that told me her dream that she went in the bathroom once, again, looked in the mirror, and she started putting on makeup. And I told her that a spirit is telling you, showing you that, hey, you need to clean up the thoughts about yourself. First of all, the bathroom was representing cleansing. So obviously something is dirty here. Something that you need to get rid of. Because the bathroom was about cleaning, the bathroom was about getting rid of waste. So you go in the bathroom, you got to get rid of something. Then you look in the mirror is representing a reflection of yourself. They're telling you to see yourself. And what you see yourself is distorted. So what you try to do is put makeup on. Just be honest with you. Y'all females put makeup on your face because obviously you don't like how your face look naturally. Just be 100. You're trying to cover up something. Makeup is a cover up. So in the dream, it's telling the girl, like, look it. The thoughts that you having about yourself, how you see yourself as ugly. What, you want to change the structure of your nose? You want to get Botox in your lips? Well, you want to get Botox in your cheeks? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't like how you look. And it don't even have to be physical appearance. It can be something that you don't like, a characteristic about yourself that you don't like. And you're trying to cover that up. Certain aspects, the dark part of yourself that you don't like. That's why it's good to always mingle with the dark part, bring light to the dark part. And it's about spirituality. Being spiritual is all about accepting every part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? At this moment. Knowing that, oh, I'm going to improve, but this is where I'm at right now. So you got to embrace the dark. You got to embrace the light too. But there's certain characteristics you might not like, but you got to embrace it. And when I told her this, she immediately, started to defend herself and saying, no, man, I love putting on makeup. You're taking it literally. We talking about in the spirit here. We talking about thoughts here. You don't see yourself in a positive light. You cake it up on makeup on your face. Yeah, you do it literally in real life, but in the spirit, you're doing that in the spirit. So it's trying to correct you, like, change your thought about yourself. Your spirit is always going to tell you the truth. You got to understand the language of spirit. That's what being spiritual is about. Knowing allegories, understanding symbolism, symbology, understanding the voice of spirit. The voice of spirit is through visuals. God is talking to you through dreams. If you have dreams about somebody that you don't know, that's really important because there's a character, an attribute, or an aspect of yourself that you're not aware of. That's why, one, you can't see the person in your dreams. Two, if you do see the person, you don't recognize the person.